What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Sar-Cast. Man, it's been a little bit, but trying to get back into the casting groove. Of course, these casts, as you all know, are not really the typical cast. These are more just me playing the shit out of everything. And as you can see, playing with the friends, playing with Shred Kid, SK, that I call him Tony, SK's friend, Remy, and Morin. So, gonna be playing some Dota, some pubs. SK, he's being too pro. He's like IXDL now with like an 85% win rate. In the open league, of course. He's probably too scrubbed to get into the invite league at this point. But, you know what? I mean, he could just take lessons from me if he felt like he really wanted to get into the IXDL invite league. I mean, I am, after all, the best player on earth. And you can see he ran a fucking Leshrac, and he was like, well, I don't want to play this hero. And I was like, I'll take it, Leshrac, because as you know, if you've ever watched my Podtask Adventures, the first hero I ever did it on was Leshrac, and my Leshrac is actually absolutely phenomenal. And he wanted Shadow Fiend because he thinks he's Yaphet's, and he says, oh, an IXDL open. My Shadow Fiend is like permabanned. I'm like, bitch, please. You don't have anything that can be permabanned. Anyways, since I'm playing Leshrac, I got the courier because it's the sheep. Even though I have a bunch of other couriers, the sheep is by far the best one. I mean, he's such a fluffy ass motherfucker that you really can't hope to do anything. Playing against these guys, don't know who they are. Usually when we play with Warren, I lose. Usually when I play with Tony, I win. When I play with both of them, I lose. So hopefully SK's, being good at the game will balance out me playing with Warren as well as Tony. Because, I mean, it's a tough life, but somebody's gotta do it. And meanwhile, playing the Leshrac, got some boring ass inventory items, just gonna fast forward through the game while the picks go on. Got a fucking trial for Tony. Tony random Void, or Tony picked Void, even though he's like the worst Void of all time. And actually said in team chat, I don't know why I picked this hero. And we're like, whatever. We're just gonna win, because that's all we do. There's a Weaver who randomed Weaver, looks like, because he got a bunch of shit, and randoming in the AP should be banned, which is why I'm on fully that bandwagon. We having a ban, and of course we have fucking the best support player in the world, me playing Leshrac, and, well, Warren, suicidal tendencies Warren, up on the offlane with the bounty hunter. Weaver thinks he can mess with the best, but gotta be a bit careful because, I am the best. Tony can't even get a first hit bash because he didn't skill anything, which is, a safe way to do a thing, but if you were mad, you'd skill first point to bash just so that you can. Meanwhile, I'm probably going to die here because, again, I'm very, very good at this game, and I wanted to give him a fighting chance. You can see that Split Earth was just absolutely phenomenal, and actually, I dove into these trees because I don't really know why, but I get shielded, and we're going to live, and actually, this is actually part of my plan. This is all part of the plan because you can see he only has enough mana for one more Shikuchi now. So if we can get him right here, then he can pretty much have to go all the way back to base. But this son of a bitch gets a fucking regeneration rune, and life is very, very sad now. Because I burned my Cell, we burned a Tango, and, well, life is very hard because he got that regeneration rune. So despite that magnificent baiting escapade that I was doing with this Leshrac, he managed to get a lucky regen rune, and I have, of course, never relied on luck a single time. I just outplay everybody with pure skill. Warren bitching about something on the top lane, per usual, I might add, as Undying seems like he's doing a good job. SK in the middle lane, up against Dragonite, well, he thinks he's Yaphet's. All I can say is that Yaphet's would be like 80 and 2 after 1.5 minutes, so a bit disappointed, SK. You ain't Yaphet's just yet. I was politely reminding SK's friend that he should place a sentry ward to deward this pull spot. I think I typed it like at least 45 times in the team chat at this point, and even let the other people witness my glorious voice in the voice communication saying, there's a sentry ward, or there's an observer ward blocking the camp, perhaps you would be so kind as to deward it. And, I don't know, either he didn't hear me or he was just in awe of being with me. No, shouts to Remy. We played together. He's a pretty cool guy. But yeah, it's still on the D ward. It's all good. All good in the hood. Tony getting some last hits. Doesn't know what he wants to get because Tony doesn't play carry. Tony usually just waits for everybody else on the team to pick their heroes, and then he just gets an offlane or a jungler. And then he says, why do I always have to play offlane or jungler? I'm like, bitch, Tony, that's my favorite role. And, well, he is good at offlane jungler. Shouts to Tony. Meanwhile, in Weaver World, he gets a TP scroll. Not too much is happening. Warren is probably going to die because Warren is scrub. Looks like, oh yeah, Warren said they stacked the pole camp for him, so that was really nice of them. Really, really nicely done. And you can see, I unfortunately was unable to get the D-ward off, as I finally was given the Sentry Ward to get the D-ward. And of course, it wasn't able to be concocted, so I'm very, very sad. So right now, you know, nothing's happening. This is pretty Chinese Dota. I mean, you haven't yet fallen asleep just yet, but it might come in the very near future. But I'm trying to go in on this Weaver, because this Weaver is getting way too much experience, level 3. And the thing about having 2 melee heroes in a lane with a Leshrac, who is a very unreliable stun, not very good. Meanwhile, fucking Warren feeds first blood because he's a scrub. Let's see how that happened. Looks like Undying is going to work. Warren decides to juke up instead of down, not sure why. And he did. So Warren probably considering, you know, just leaving the game. I'm not even trolling. He's probably considering leaving the game. You know, SK shows off his inner Yoffits, gets a kill, and fucking Dragon Knight. Well, Warren. I guess that TP was worth it in the end because he got his gold back for the most part. And SK, channeling his inner Yoffits, managed to help secure the kill. Kill secured, said the tower, as he managed to pick up the last hit. Meanwhile, fucking Warren, level 4. I mean, this Weaver, level 4 as well. And I'm just pulling because there's really not much to do. But don't worry, guys. If you think this is boring, you will be able to see me channel my inner magnificence in Leshrac very, very soon. So everything, be patient. Good things come to those who wait. So you just gotta be patient.
Dire's middle tower
You know, Tony was QQing about what item he should actually get. And looks like Tony is gonna die because he decides to go in. Got the shield up on the Weaver, and the shield is gonna break because there are creeps, and Tony is probably gonna die. I decide to adeptly come in, trying to save my friend in the nick of time, and of course, well, Tony fed before I could get to there. It wasn't a lack of map awareness by my part, it was more that Tony decided to feed before that kill actually happened, but it's okay, you know, I got the kill, and of course, as you all know, Leshrac, when he's pulling, is considered a hard carry by most people. So, you know what, life is tough, but we're gonna find a way to persevere. Level 5 Weaver, nothing to worry about. Fucking level 3 Leshrac with Edict. Got this shit easy. Meanwhile, fucking Dragon Knight initiating, and Weaver decides to be a scumbag and teleports to the middle lane instead of manning up, and SK misses a raise. And when I say misses, I mean he couldn't really hit that raise anyway because he already used his close range raise. So life is a bit annoying, and his friend Remy decides to soak up his experience in memoriam of that fallen Shadow Fiend. I'm sure SK at this point is probably flaying the shit out of us. And you can see SK actually has fucking 30 last hits, damn. He's probably been farming the small camp as well. And being a dutiful support, I am deciding to pull and leave my carry exposed to full danger because fuck them, I want to get experience, and I want to get levels, and I want to get gold. And I don't care what I have to do to get that, but I am going to make sure that I benefit. And this is something that, again, I'm being completely serious about. In order to have fun, I want to do what's best for me, because that's the point of pub games. The point of pub games is to have fun. You know, fucking SK raise canceling. He thinks he's Yoffits. Son of a bitch. Look at this. He's tread switching for raises. What a guy. Meanwhile, fucking Weaver. 3 hits. Oh, look. I'm below half HP. Ice Rock, please. Need a nerf on Weaver. Fucking Imba hero. Actually, you know people say, oh, Warren's screwed. I didn't even notice that was going to happen, but Eclipse is a pretty good spell, and Undying is a pretty decent damage dealer in the early game. But yeah, in terms of the easiest heroes in Dota, I think Meepo would be up there with me, but it's definitely gotta be Weaver. Weaver's gotta be the easiest hero in Dota, and then maybe Nyx after that. Because Nyx you actually have to know when to rage, because it does have long cooldown. Weaver, you just press Shikuchi, and even though he might not be like as good as Nyx, obviously he isn't as good as Nyx, he's definitely easier. Meanwhile, fucking Luna is channeling the inner Scrub Lord. but manages to escape just barely. Meanwhile, I do another phenomenal play. Why am I not watching myself? I say, Tony, look at this fucking sentry we're placing. Oh my god, Edict. And I think I said in team chat, I am amazing. And, I mean, who can disagree after that phenomenal performance? So, pick up another kill on this Weaver. Weaver probably regretting the day he tried to harass me and Tony idling me on Warren, looking to channel his inner feed lord. I mean, he's already done that, but he's looking to do it even more so. Decides to spend mana on a shuriken toss, not sure why. And fucking Remy has to bail Warren out of trouble. And I think Warren is fucked. Oh, he picked up a kill. And he died. Actually, I think that was probably worth it because he got level 6, even though he didn't get a track kill. And he got solo experience where they got split experience. So, probably worth it. You know, SK probably just cursing his luck saying, why the hell am I not playing IXDL? Why am I playing with these fucking bitches? And he's just continuing to farm up. So right now 6-5. Things are looking decent because I think Void is probably the best late game carry if you just purely go theoretically because he has Chronosphere. But they do have a free farming Luna who picked up a very early Midas, so there's that. But then again, you have me, so that's like plus 10 carries right there. So right now, I think we firmly are in control. I mean, this guy, he's farming pretty well, and Tony, you know, he's farming okay as well. And I think I was bitching at Tony. He's chrono on this Weaver. And then I just decided to reveal myself because I was tired of this bullshit. Tony, he played Han, so obviously he's not a good player. Because people who played Han, like, you know, half the people in the North American Dota 2 teams are obviously not very good at the game. And that's why Tony is not very good either.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You know, SK being a bitch with Shadow being pushing the tower, gonna teleport in, and well, again, the masterful sentry ward is helping to pick up a kill. You can see that one sentry ward that I placed is just putting in work. Meanwhile, fucking Warren, well, he's gonna break his invisibility and not even get a track off. How the fuck is Aban level 8? Jesus Christ. Well, SK is fucking level 10. I guess I can see why in the open league, Shafin is banned against him. You know, I think Aban is likely okay. Yeah, he has a shield. Should be all good in the hood. You know, I'm stacking the camp because SK told me to. He's such a son of a bitch. He's like, yo, Vivon, stack that camp. I was like, okay, and I stacked the camp like a good ass, well, person. Meanwhile, we sense something is about to go down. Placing a ward, channeling my inner Navi, even though Navi don't play swords. Channeling my inner Ars-Art. I don't know where he's gonna go. That'd be pretty cool to find out where he goes. And meanwhile, I actually get in range to get myself stunned, but it doesn't matter. And we pick up a pretty easy kill. I'd have to say that was a little bit too easy. That was sort of like your mother last night, but you know what? I'm okay with it being easy. I mean, it ain't cheesy being easy. Or was it? God damn it. It ain't easy being cheesy. So right now, 8-6, we have a bounty hunter, and they paused the game because Luna has a door problem. I mean, let's just look at these items. I mean, this is like the hallmark of a burning Glitchrack. You know, Tony, I mean, burning would be very disappointed. And you know, SK is getting stunned in. Looks like he's probably fucked. But it's okay, I'm here to save the day. I mean, as you can tell, that kill was pretty much all me. And I exact my revenge on that centaur. So you can see I'm putting in the work, paying my dues time after time. And Tony is not dead. Dang.
You lose face.
I was close. Level 1 Swarm. So things are going pretty good in the hood. And I don't know what I'm doing. I think that's exactly what's going on. I'm not too sure what I'm doing at this point. You know, I placed the wards, placed the sentries. And I'm like, well, time for some me time. I want to get some farm too. I mean, I'm 2-1-1, but I feel like my presence has just been unrivaled in this match thus far. So, you can tell that, I mean, I'm obviously the carry, and carries need farm, and you can tell my last tank skills with Leshrac are also superb. And meanwhile, Weaver is trying to go in on me, and I miss a Split Earth because I'm very good at this game, and I pop an Edict because I'm also very good at this game, and Weaver gets out okay. I mean, that was just a high display of skill. I wanted to make, I mean, I was feeling a bit bad for this Weaver. He obviously died 3 times in the laning phase as an offlane Weaver with the easiest share in the game, so I wanted to make sure, you know, he didn't rage quit. I mean, I'm always thinking of the greater good, and in order to preserve our enjoyment of this game, it was obviously the smart move to tactically feed and just preserve the game so I can actually go a bit longer and I can have further chances to display my highest skill. Plus, I want to go back to base and get a bunch of bitch items.
Are fortified.
So, fucking Bounty Hunter, not doing anything. Fast forwarding through the game. Shadow Fiend. Well, Abaddon gonna get initiated on, and Shadow Fiend pops the ultimate like 10 years, and Dragon Knight's gonna escape because the ultimate actually did nothing. Is it? Is it gonna do nothing? Oh, Shadow Fiend. It's okay, I'm here. Again, a masterful Split Earth. These Split Earth conversions are just on the ball. And meanwhile, Weaver's here, and I'm scared. I pop another Sentry Ward, and there we go. That was the money shot Split Earth.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So right now, you know, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling pretty good. We're cleaning face, taking names, all that good stuff, and I go back to base because, again, I mean, the fight is sort of broken down, and it wouldn't be fair if my team got too far ahead. So I had to relieve the pressure on the opposing team. And meanwhile, Luna pops an Eclipse on a Bounty Hunter. Very, very smart maneuver. And now she's gonna feed. Again, another stunning display of intelligence by these players. Well, Morin. Well, I guess if he used Magic Wand, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Meanwhile, Dragon Knight spots SK, and I'm still at base. SK's probably gonna feed. SK's not gonna feed. Looks like Abaddon picked up Undying. And Abaddon, of course, being a friend of SK, decides to tactically nobly give up his life to preserve the life of his friend, which I think is a bullshit thing. Always gotta preserve your own life. If you're not preserving your own life in Dota, then you're doing it wrong. Because the #1 goal in Dota is to never die. And I know that might seem like a Chinese mentality, but I have this firm belief that you should only play aggressive on like 2 or 3 heroes. Meanwhile, Luna is just being utterly annoying, and I'm probably fucked. I am definitely fucked. You might be wondering why I didn't cast Split Earth there, because I thought the turning animation and the casting point would be too long. And she'd own me, so I got off a little bit of damage regardless. I mean, again, a tactical feed. Just letting them know that. They still have a shot 14-10 against a Bounty Hunter with the Shadow Fiend farming like 10 light years ahead of everybody else. It's not bad. Yeah. Boom. Shuriken toss. Easy kill. It's okay. I mean, Tony, he's doing nothing. And you know, Warren and Shadow Fiend are doing everything. And Warren is probably going to run back into his sentry. No? Oh, here I am. Now the fireworks are really about to go down. And as soon as I say that, the fireworks did not go down. And I think Warren killed the courier. I mean, the obvious problem was that wasn't the sheep courier. Like, it's such an angry sheep, but now he has goggles, so now you can't even tell. You know, I'm continuing to play swords because I'm a proper support bitch. I mean, when I go in on supports, I am a proper bitch. Oh, I can sense it. This is the moment. I get initiated on again. I am the tank. I am a 700 HP Leshrac. I am the primary tank. But look at this magnificent display of pressing 2 buttons. That was all skill. Fucking Ars-Ballin. That was Ars-Ballin. I mean, that was just... That brought a tear to my eye. And of course SK, since he's a bad mare IXDL pub star, calls GG. I mean, if you have the feeling if Warren and SK played together a bit more, they'd become fucking best friends because they're both bad mare IXDL pub stars. You know, I'm only bad mannered to people outside the game where they can't reply because that is the proper way to go about it, not to confront people, instead make fun of them during replay casts and stuff like that. So, you know, Ars-Ballin, he's going in. Right now we're running by 80,000 gold and 800,000 experience, so we're in a decent position. I mean, I think we should probably take the safe, play about another 80 minutes or so, maybe get a 12-sided lone druid on our team, and you know what, try to get 5 or 8 Roshans. And then we might have a shot to end the game, I don't know. It might be a bit too risky at that point. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think we should farm for like another 80 minutes and get 5 or 6 Roshans. I mean, I saw it in professional games, so that's obviously the way that you have to play Dota. I mean, like I said earlier, I don't like dying, so that's probably the optimal way to play Dota regardless. So, yeah, be prepared for like 80 minutes of farming and going for Roshan. Because, you know, the Chinese did it, and as you all know, Chinese Dota is the best Dota. Speaking of Chinese Dota, real talk, I don't know how well IG will do with the How instead of Zoe. I'm gonna be interested. Pretty excited for new DK, but I'll miss ROTK. And I'm gonna get Initiate and probably gonna get absolutely demolished. No, the Dragon Tail wasn't used. Because actually, Borrowed Time, in case you guys didn't know, as like when it activates, it just automatically dispels debuffs. Because you know what? Why make Borrowed Time even worse or even better than it already is? You know, Tony. You know what? He's putting up kills, and SK smartly goes in on the enchant instead of running away, so Impetus won't do as much. And you know, I'm showing up here, 2,500 gold. You know what? I'm ball so hard, motherfuckers won't find me. Look at this GPM, fucking ahead. I'm 5th, 6th place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th place. So, for primary support, I think that's decent. You know, Warren charging in, rushing a basher, because that's what Warrens do. Do what Warren do. And that is a motto that you should never ever follow. You should never do what Warren does, because Warren is oftentimes very wrong, and I am oftentimes always right. And when I say oftentimes, I mean I am always right. You know, SK, you know, he's farming, well, 8-1 and 8. 150 CS, 8 kills. Could be better. I mean, he could have like a BKB crit. Daedalus. I mean, I don't think he'd be on the level of my Shadowfiend, but it's alright. It's okay. You know, SK, as usual, flaming the other team for hitting him, which is what you're supposed to do in Dota.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's okay, space was created for the carry Leshrac to pick up a tower, and you know, Eclipse is going down, and Shadowfiend is definitely dead because he runs into Ascension Ward. And when I said Shadowfiend is dead, I meant Shadowfiend is obviously not dead, because Abaddon is a very, very strong hero once he gets his levels. You know, I'm just, you know, galloping to and fro, finding Enchantress, waiting so I don't whiff the Split Earth, and oh my god, again, fucking Ars-Ballin comes through with the best Split Earth of your life. And now I'm pressing 2 buttons once again. I mean, this is just me cleaning house. I may have not gotten the kills, but that was pretty much just all me. You know, Weaver is split pushing. I think Weaver and Luna were raging at each other pretty much all game. And you'll probably see that later on. But right now I'm pretty sad. I don't have any mana, so I can't actually use fucking Edict to push down this tower and shit. But, you know, we're still going in.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Tony has almost a 22-minute butterfly battle fury. It's decent level of farm. I have like 800,000 gold. I almost have my bloodstone after being the primary warder. So I'd say the game, I mean, another 16 minutes or so should do it, I think. I mean, we haven't taken 2 Roshans. Well, only 8. So this is not the Chinese style. This is not, you know, using your advantage. Or not using your advantage. We're using our advantage. Like, I mean, if we really want to be professional, we should just be not using our advantage rather than just using our advantage and going in. But, you know, instead, we're doing alright. I mean, we're obviously not farming very efficiently. Only a 20k gold lead. Billion last hits. And Warren feeds because he's a scrub. I think Warren was saying, watch this first hit bash in team chat, so I'm gonna watch this first hit bash to see if it actually happens. Alright, Warren, don't disappoint. This better be a first hit bash. Specifically rewinding. Oh wow, that was a first hit bash. Oh man, I'm dying in though when it's 1v3. Alright, so that actually was the first hit bash. Alright, that death was fully justified then. I'm gonna take the haste turn because fuck bitches. Almost got my bloodstone. Weaver almost has his Dagon because Weaver is raging at this stage. And Luna still trying. I'm trying to go in from Tony. And Tony doesn't give a fuck. Instead turns around because he has a butterfly and a fucking battle fury. And I think he can probably kill this Luna. As soon as I say that, he is going to kill the Luna. But of course, per usual, in typical Tony fashion, he feeds. So, you know, we're doing some casual non-EG related throws here and there. Fed our main carry and fed our bounty hunter who wants to get a first hit bash. But it's okay, we have IXDL Pro. He's gonna win the $700 now that IXDL is sponsored, or whatever it is. I mean, like, this team is pretty much MLG ready. Oh my god, another first hit bash. First hit bash. Jesus Christ, these bashes. Oh my god. And you can see Luna is very encouraging of his Uber's behavior. Very proud that his Uber decided to go for a Dagon. I respect that teammate encouragement. And I think I remark upon it relatively soon. Really enjoying that team spirit. I mean, and Nirvana had a song, smells like teen spirit. Well, this is just smelling like team spirit.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Yeah, Shadowblade Luna, it is going to be in the meta for TI4. Be rest assured. I mean, support Leshrac going. Not yet, finishing the Bloodstone because I decided. Yeah, see, like, if they keep arguing, they're never going to be MLG like we are. I mean, we're pretty much MLG. Like, all we're waiting for is the invite. Meanwhile, Remy, very jealous that my support didn't feed compared to his. I mean, like, he's just gotta be more MLG.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You know, we're politely sitting outside their fountain. And I realized to myself, I can't actually buy a bloodstone from this. So some casual fountain farming. I think we're all gonna die here because we're really bad at this game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know why I'm still here. I'm definitely gonna die. Oh, random dust. Oh, I used that random dust because I'm amazing. And again, another phenomenal split earth. So, I mean, this is just a very difficult game. I know it didn't drag on to 90 minutes, like it should do in a typical professional Dota match, and I may be dead. But I'm just gonna fast forward now, wait for Warren to get more first hit bashes. Fucking Warren. Can't even get a first hit bash. What a scrub. So, we're pretty far ahead. Game is pretty much over. I know this was a bit more stompy than the other Sar-Cast, but this is just a funny game for me and for my friends at the very least. I have one more Sar-Cast where we play, and then I'm looking for some pub Sar-Cast, but again, I am going to be pretty busy very, very soon doing my other shit, doing projects that actually, you know, contribute stuff rather than just me flaming shit. So, you can be looking forward to that. And if you want to watch more pubs, I stream pretty much every night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 2 or 3 games. Usually 2, sometimes 3.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
I mean, Dragonite is very pleased at how this game is going.
Dire's bottom barracks.
And I say Tony jump in Chrono, and I didn't know when it was there. So I did die. Life was hard. But yeah, I stream every night. So if you want to watch more pubs, I do have one more Sar-Cast coming up. But again, if you want to send your own replays where you aren't afraid of being flamed, feel free to send them. But yeah, thanks for watching. No, this one is a bit shorter, but the next one should be a bit more competitive at the very least. I mean, as it was just me dominating everything, per usual. I mean, I had the same score as Bounty Hunter. But thanks for watching. Peace out.